to Disney's Grand Floridian Resort. We are so excited to be here. If you have been to Disney before, this is the resort that even on the commercials, you will just see. This is like the Disney resort. Everybody always dreams of staying here and wanting to stay here, and it is absolutely wonderful. I love the close proximity to Magic Kingdom, as everybody else does. You can walk right in there. You can walk on the pathway from the Grand Floridian right into the Magic Kingdom, which is wonderful. And you also have monorail access if you would like to ride to Epcot, which is lovely. So it is just, and like I said, it is just a gorgeous resort. Oh my gosh, it is like so dreamy and just so relaxing. I don't know what it is about this resort. It is, I think, being on Seven Seas Lagoon. Oh, it's beautiful. We love it. And there are so many dining options as well here. So it is absolutely wonderful. But today we are actually staying in the Pine Key section of the Grand Floridian. So we are in the DVC Villas and we have a deluxe studio here. So we are going to show you, we're going to take a deep dive into showing you what it looks like for our family as we're staying here, how our setup is, and just show you all the good things about this room. Before we dive into the room tour, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Emily, and we share tons of Disney content on my channel, whether that's traveling to Disney or Disney vlogs, anything like that, these room tours, we have a ton of that stuff on this channel. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and then you're gonna see some of these vlogs from this trip. It is such a fun trip. We are having so much fun, and we are just getting started. So if you're interested in that content, I would love if you would stick around. And then also, if you're really into room tours, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button for me. All right, so like I said, we are in the Pine Key section of the Grand Floridian, and this is the DVC Villa portion. So we are in room 9142. So coming on in, we do have a theme park view, so we are way in the corner, but that is okay because you're gonna see that view in a minute, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So coming in from the door, just hit that light switch here. You can see here that we do have a desk and a mirror, and there's also a bench there as well. So you could go ahead, you could sit here, you could do your makeup, do your hair, whatever you would need to do if you wanted to do that, and maybe, you know, not do it in the bathroom. If you wanted to have a seat while doing that, you totally could with that nice mirror. And look at that wallpaper. It is so cute. I love the flowers and the birdies. It's just so pretty. This is a Mary Poppins themed room. They renovated it recently, so it's all like the Mary Poppins theme. I remember whenever I stayed at the Grand Floridian and they didn't really have a theme, so this is really pretty to me. But like I said, you have this nice table, and for us, this is where we stuck our stroller coming in. Now, there wasn't really a good spot to put the stroller. This was the best spot that we found, so we wanted to put that there. But if we weren't doing the slumber pod for my son, we probably would have put it in that spot. So you're gonna see where that is in a second. But for now, we're using this table as kind of like a catch-all. We're using it for my purse. We have our sound machine right there, and we have some snacks and our distilled water. So we kind of use that as our water refilling station. And then off to the right here, we do have our bathroom. Now this is a barn door type situation, so you can go ahead and close it if you wanted to get ready in there and not have any light shine out. So maybe, you know, your little ones are sleeping and you wanted to wake up earlier and get ready, you could definitely do that. So coming in here, we're gonna turn on the lights, and look at those lights. I love the fact that it is so bright in here, that they have so many lights, and this mirror is absolutely gorgeous. So pretty. But we have the double vanity sinks, which are great, and we have tons of counter space here. So I am able to put all of my stuff on one side, and my husband's able to put all of his stuff on one side. So super cute. And then of course we have our little Mickey. I love the Mickey towels, they're so adorable. And then we also have our light up mirror. Now this is what I will use to get ready. I love the fact that Disney has these in all of the resorts, because for me, just makes it so much easier to get ready. And of course we have our tissues here, and we also have our soap that Disney provides for us, that little hand soap. And you can see, like I said, it's kind of a little bit of a mess, but we are unpacking here and we currently have all of our stuff. So just fair warning, this room has been lived in. So, and again, you have outlets on both sides, which are so nice being able to do that. And then down here, you can see there's some more of my stuff. There's some more storage. We have some towels, and then I am putting some of my stuff down there. Then over on my husband's side, we have some extra Kleenexes and some extra towels. And then over here, we do have some more towels on the towel rack, and then we have our clothes hamper here as well. And then we have some beautiful artwork. Like I said, Mary Poppins, super cute, love it. It's like that. And then here we do have another door. I love the fact that we have these doors, so we're able to close this off if you need to use the potty, if you're gonna take a shower and you wanna close it off, or maybe just not have any light coming through making noise, you can go ahead and close it off. So I love these privacy doors and how nice they slide open. So this is our water room. So this is where we have our potty here, of course, and then we have more towels, so the towel rack over here, and then this is where the shower is. Now I love the fact that Disney will do these bath shower combos because for little ones it makes it a lot easier, especially if they are still scared of taking showers standing up. So love the fact that we can go ahead and still give our son a bath if he wants to, but the shower is so pretty. I love the tile, I love the coloring, and also the rainfall shower head is super relaxing and so nice. So we have that, and then also over here we have our Disney reusable conditioner, shampoo, body wash. So they do have those and they refill those, so those are complimentary if you need to use those and don't feel like bringing your own. And then up here we also have our clothesline. You can see it starts over here. So if you are going to the pool, want to hang up your swimsuits, want to let them dry, you can go ahead and do that right there. So coming out of the bathroom to the right, this is where our little coffee bar station is, and it's really nice because we actually do have our microwave in here too. So if you have some stuff that you're bringing home, if you have some takeout food that, you know, you didn't finish the whole meal and you wanted to bring it home, you could definitely do that and bring it back here and warm it up. So we have the microwave above there, and then we also have our coffee bar where we have our little ice bucket here, so we can go ahead and fill up our ice there. And we also have a coffee machine here, and those bananas are ours. So, and there is a sign here that says please operate one appliance at a time. So they do not want you making coffee and using the microwave at the same time. It must not be able to hold the power at the same time. So we're not gonna try it out. We're just gonna let it go. We are only gonna use one appliance at a time. And you'll see here, they do give you some mugs and also some glasses for your water. So just makes it a little bit more high end, the fact that they provide those, because not many resorts, unless you're doing like, you know, like a one bedroom resort, like you don't really get that. So it's really nice that they do that for a studio as well. And then in here, we have all of our coffee supplies. So we have our coffee, we have our tea, we have our creamer, our sugars, and also we have stirs. And then we also have some to-go cups in case we need to take our coffee to the park and we, you know, want to hurry up and get out the door. We can go ahead and definitely do that. And then there's also a can opener and a wine opener. So you can go ahead and open up those wine bottles if that's you're celebrating something. That it would be really nice. So it's nice that they have that provided. And then down here, this is our beverage cooler. This is not a mini fridge, so this does not cool below 41 degrees. So just fair warning, if you are looking to, you know, get your little one's milk, breast milk, anything, you are not gonna be able to store that in here because they're gonna give you a warning saying that it might not keep in there. So just FYI, Disney has been moving a lot to these beverage coolers if you're not in a one-bedroom villa. And then over to the left here, you can see this is where the door is for the lock-off. So if we did have a one bedroom, we could open this up and we would have that one bedroom over on the other side. But for now, we just have the studio here. And you can see right here, this is where we actually stuck my son's slumber pod because it made the most sense. It kind of like tucked it back, put it out of the way, and we were able to put it over here just so we could still walk through and have plenty of space. Coming off to the right here from the little coffee bar, we do have our closets. Now these are so much fun. My husband opened these up and was so excited. So just, I mean, just admire the fact that like, look how pretty they are, how they light up. So cute. But on the top there, we have the extra pillow and extra blanket if you need those. And then we also have hanging up here some complimentary robes. Now don't take these home because you will be charged for them if you take them home, but they are for you to use. So it is so sweet that they have those. And then of course we have our little luggage rack, and then we have some hangers in here as well. And then right here, we do have our full-length mirror. So this is where you can do your outfit check before you go to the park. So if you need to do that, you could open up this closet and find that. And coming off to the left here, we also have another closet. Now this is where we're gonna have some more storage, so if you need to unpack, you can definitely do that here. And then also working our way down, we do have the iron there, so if you need to iron, if you're gonna go to Narcoossee's, and you're wearing a nice dress, you can go ahead and iron that. And we also have in here, this is where our hair dryer is. So if you're going to use that, that is Disney's. Please do not take it with you. Leave it here for the next guest. Then we also have a safe here so you can lock up your valuables if you want to. And then also some more storage if you're going to unpack. And then coming off to the left here, this is where we have kind of like our little side table. They're so cute. I love these. I don't know why, but obviously you can see we plugged in our monitor because we do have outlets on the bottom here where we have our regular charging ports, and then we also have our USB and then our USB-C plugs. So we have those, and then there's a nice little lamp here that you can use a light switch to turn on. And I love the fact the Yacht Club also has these, and I love them. They're little reading lights, so you just pull them up and they turn on. I think that those are awesome, and I love it. I love the fact that you're able to just turn one on at a time if you would like to, but they're so pretty. And then again, we have this beautiful bed. I love the theming here, and so you can see we do have our own pillowcases, so that's why it kind of looks funny. It doesn't have the white pillows, but we just like to bring our own pillowcases here. So this is a queen size bed here. We did get 2 queen beds, and then we also have a nightstand over here. So you can see we have a nice little lamp on here, so that way we can get some light. I love the lamp. Look how pretty that is. Just some beautiful theming there, some flowers and some butterflies. I love it. And then we have our light switches here. And then we also have our resort telephone. Now you can use this if you need to call housekeeping, the front desk, or bell services, anything. You can see that they have it listed on there for you and your room number. And so you'll see here that we have some things also charging. You'll look on the side here, they have their charging ports on the side here. So again, they have regular plugs, USB ports, and then also they have it on this side as well. So definitely lots of charging ports, lots of places to charge your electronics if you need to. Then in the drawer here, this is where you can store some things. I have my bed sheets that I use on the bed. And then we also have the Bible in there. And then we have a second drawer as well to put more stuff in. And then under the bed, I love the fact that Disney's doing this. It is so nice, but this is where you can put some more storage. So you can see we throw our luggages under here after we unpack, and it is so nice because then everything's out of the way. We don't have to worry about it. We don't have to step over it. It is so nice. So I love that Disney has been doing this with all of their renovations and with the beds. And then coming here, we have our resort TV. I love it. I love when it says, "Welcome Dixon Family." It is so fun. It gives you the weather and the time. It is my favorite, and watching the little animations on there. My son loves watching those. But up here, we do have our full dresser. Now, again, we just have a lot of things on here because we have unpacked and we are living in this room. So you can see we have a bunch of our things thrown on here. We also do have some charging ports on the side of this as well. So if you need to charge anything, you can definitely do that with all of your ports there. And then we do have our drawers. These drawers are massive. You can see my husband has already unpacked, and we can fit plenty of things in here. And we have 4 of them here. So you can unpack, you can each have a drawer. It's a family of 4, you can unpack, and you will have plenty of room. So definitely lots and lots of space there. And then coming up here, we do have some more artwork for Mary Poppins. You can see her right there. Super cute, I love it. And then down here, this is where our sofa is. And this actually turns into a sofa bed. So if you come back over here to the dresser, there's instructions on how to open the sofa bed, which is really nice that they give that. So that way you're not wondering how to do it. It's really, really nice. So if you needed a sofa bed to sleep an extra person, you can definitely do that. And then over here, you do have this nice little table. I have been using it for my work stuff. I think it's great. I brought my computer down to do a little bit, and I was able to set everything on there comfortably. So it's nice to have that little space there. And then you do have a lamp here too. So if you need some extra light, you can go ahead and use that. There's a switch. I'm gonna have to crawl over the couch to get it, but it is, whoop, right there. There we go. So there's our nice little lamp. And then here's where our other bed is. So again, you have all the same setup as the other one that I just showed you, but it is so nice. It's another queen size bed with another little, I love those little ledges over there, but so nice and so pretty. I just love the look of it. It is absolutely gorgeous. And then coming out here, this is the best part of the room, I have to say. So you can go ahead and open the door and step on out, and we see the Magic Kingdom. So we did get a theme park view for this room, but we can go ahead and watch the fireworks and just enjoy it and just sit out and look at Seven Seas Lagoon, which is absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, so relaxing. So I love being able to look over at this Contemporary and look over and see Tron and Space Mountain. It is absolutely so fun. So we cannot wait to watch some fireworks tonight. All right, everybody, that is it for the room tour. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for coming along with me to Disney's Grand Floridian. Let me know if it's on your bucket list for places to stay at Disney. I know it has always been on mine. Like I said, I actually stayed here years ago before it was renovated, and I can't believe that I'm here with my little family and we're staying, and it's a dream come true. But like I said, let me know if you are looking to stay here or what your Disney bucket list hotel is. I would love to know. And like I said, I would love if you would stick around and continue to watch some of my other videos and join us on this vacation that we're having so much fun on already. Until next time, guys, bye.